Hey friends, welcome to a new vlog. And today we are going to catch up on what's been happening this month in my life. We have a special event to go to with my girl Erica Hart. I am moderating a discussion of her new book, Nasty Work. If you don't have your copy, grab it. We're going to talk all about it in this vlog. Trust me, it is something that's going to shift your perspective around beauty, sex, sexuality, pleasure, all the things. And Erica is just a brilliant and beautiful soul. More on that in just a bit. Then we are going to Jacksonville. We're going to see The Devil Wears Prada, but it's actually a surprise for my sister Chandler. She has no idea that I am coming. It's the most amazing surprise. Just get your tissue now, girl, because everybody was crying. And I'm just so happy to have been able to spend some time with my siblings. We live far apart. If we see each other twice a year, we've done good. 3 times a year, we've done exceptionally well. And that's just not enough. It's not enough. And I'll share with you more about my family and my siblings because y'all always have so many questions when we get to that part of the vlog. And finally, we're going to wrap things up with a home bar tour. My wet bar is coming together. It is far from complete, but it's probably the part of the house that is at least fully unpacked, and I want to give y'all a sneak peek of that today. But first, I have been collecting so many PR gifts. I have been trying new products. I want to share with you some of the stellar items and also share with you some recent faves. So we're going to cover politics, fashion, beauty, fragrance, home goods, all the things, friends. Grab you a snack, grab you a beverage, and let's jump into today's video. Okay, so my first favorite I was just listening to before I started filming, and I want to listen to it again because I really need to just get in that thing. Whenever you do this, that means not only are you getting into it, but you're feeling what you're saying. This is the Cheyenne Bryant of it all, the doctoral of it all for me. I've been on one across platforms about black scammers. I will not get into that here, but there's been a tone of virality to my commentary lately, specifically around black scammers, Stormy Wellington, Cheyenne Bryant. I can add Fawn Weaver, and if you really get me mad, Pinky Cole to that list. I will link down below all of my handles, including my new platform, which is Threads, for you all to jump into that. But as I was saying, I didn't mean to get too far off the doctoral, the summation, the Argosy University transcripts of it all. I was listening to a real scholar, Stacey Abrams, on What a Day. And What a Day is a podcast that I listen to every single day, definitely one of my favorites, that brings you news, but in a way that's kind of funny and satirical. I love Jane Coaston. She's really, really smart. And today she had Stacey Abrams on. And if you don't know who Stacey Abrams is, you should. She is the one who is not singularly, but her leadership was pivotal in turning Georgia blue in 2020, which obviously helped to get Joe Biden elected. She then ran for governor. Unfortunately, she lost. You already know what it was given. I mean, she can do the work behind the scenes, right? People will allow that to happen. But to think that a black woman in a bigger body who is unmarried was going to be allowed to lead the entire state of Georgia, not hardly. This country obviously is not ready for that, but it doesn't mean that Stacey Abrams just went away, because she believes wholeheartedly in progressive politics and most importantly in electing Democrats. Now, while I am to the left of the Democratic Party on many, many, many policy points, I still think that she is a just brilliant mind when it comes down to political science and strategy. So if you've been wondering what is going on with the Voting Rights Act, what has happened, and not only that, but like she broke down in this, because she's so smart, she broke down in this less than 30-minute interview. She wove together this history of enslavement through Reconstruction to modern day, this litany of court cases that has brought us to where we are. And I had a comrade, like a friend who would say this often. We on the left think of strategy politically in like 4-year terms, 12-month terms, maybe 10 years. They on the other side with the long game, baby. I'm talking about, Project 2025 is an example of this, right? They are on the other side thinking about decades upon decades, if not centuries from today and how white supremacists and white nationalism can take hold and take root. And I mean, colonization started it, right? And so we're fighting the same liberation struggle on American soil. And they know that. We, for some reason, don't know that. And so she wove together legislation and Supreme Court cases that brought us to where we are. I'm not going to try to summarize it. Just know that in her mind and many others, the ultimate goal is not to just decimate the black vote, was not just to dismantle the Voting Rights Act, but is to change the census in 2030. And by changing the census to eliminate non-citizens, they would be allowed to reconfigure congressional seats altogether and also change the Electoral College. This is a serious time that we are in. I think everybody understands what it would mean or what it does mean as far as voter disenfranchisement is concerned, especially while we work so hard to organize the black vote. But when you then get to the census changing, baby, just know if you were upset, if you were frustrated, if you were the least bit uncomfortable with MAGA and authoritarianism right now, led by an oligarchy, then just wait until they change the census. I'm just saying, okay? Not to be fatalistic, but to just remind us of the dire times that we are in. Definitely check out What a Day and check out Stacey Abrams' episode. It will be linked down below. Now I'm going to go through the rest of the faves pretty quickly. If you have questions, leave them down below, or if you want me to do a deeper dive in a YouTube short or another video, let me know. I feel like my skin has been showing out, baby. Part of that is because of my FAQ 202 mask by Foreo. I'll share more about that in a video coming up soon, but I've been consistent with it. The oiliness of my skin, the dark spots, all of those things have been reduced with that mask and also some of the products that I'm going to shout out with you today. So it'll be quick, but if you want more, let me know. Number one is this Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. I just got this, but I love it already. They sent me this and it is truly a balm. What I love about it though is unlike my Pharmacy Beauty, which I use for a makeup like remover on the first step, this doesn't emulsify. You use a cloth and you simply wipe it off. And yeah, I used it this morning. I was surprised by what came off of my skin. I'm like, I just went to sleep last night. So I'm definitely going to be double cleansing in the morning as well as the night. And this is a good first step based upon my first use. I used about a dime size amount, as you can see. But when I tell you, first of all, it smells great. It's not overwhelming. It almost smells like a little bit of lavender is in it. But it goes on like a body butter. And again, it is a Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm by Elemis. This is a brand new product from PR that I can already tell I'm going to use quite a bit. Okay, now let's get into the things, baby. Men, just the substantialness of these bottles, and they are so sexy. Look at them. They are absolutely stunning. The first one I want to talk to you about is the body serum. Now this is meant to be just that, a serum. Now this has a bunch of adaptogens and vitamins in it. That is men's whole thing. That they make body care that is good for you, right? It doesn't just serve a utilitarian purpose, it's actually good for you. What I love the body serum for is it feels like the way that it so fully absorbs into your skin, it feels like the first step in a body care routine as far as moisturization is concerned. So here's some of the ingredients if you're interested. It has peptides, amino acids, niacinamide, phytocollagen, also hyaluronic acid, polyglutamic acid, never heard of that, and aloe. And it has an intuitive awakening complex. Yeah, this one is a good one. And just like I said, they recommend that you use this alongside another body moisturizer. But this is a great first step to firm and sculpt your skin. It lifts it and it supports your skin's natural elasticity over time while enhancing tone and contour. I love it, but again, I like this in conjunction with other body moisturizer. This is truly something to take care of your skin, of the skin on your entire body. But their best product, if you ask me, and one of my definite recent faves, is their Sex Serum. It's a Sex Serum, and look at this. I want to show you just what this looks like. And how it completely goes into your skin. So it is not sticky. It doesn't leave a film. So it's described as a water-based silicone-free serum. And that serum part is really important because it's not considered a lube. You put it on the outer regions of your intimate areas. And trust me, you have a heightened experience, which is why I absolutely love it. Okay. It has vitamin E and prickly pear oil. It has hyaluronic acid, a little bit more aloe in it, and what they call the intuitive awakening complex, which for this one includes rosehip, passion flower, ashwagandha, maca, and bamboo. They nourish the skin, revive vitality, and deepen the sensory presence. I mean, we talk about skin everywhere else, baby. So don't forget the intimate regions as well. And I just love men for even making something like this. I think women don't talk enough about pleasure. More on that with Erica's book soon. We don't talk enough about pleasure, and having a product that looks like this and that feels aesthetic and approachable and talks about pleasure and intimacy in a way that is not like, ooh, that's nasty. And even if it was, that's okay too. It's something we need more of. So that's amazing. And I think these two are a bad B collabo. Okay, if I can be honest with y'all, my house has been smelling like dog. No, it is not Pooks. Okay. There was a fairly large dog we learned from the neighbors who lived here previously. And they kept the dog in the basement. I think it was a Mastiff. And so at first we were like, what is that smell in the basement? We couldn't put our finger on it. And then my sister-in-law came and she was like, ooh, I think they had a dog in here. And sure enough, we asked and the neighbors confirmed it. So we've been on the incense, we've been on the oil, we've been really trying to get that fragrance or that smell, it's not a fragrance, to get that smell out of the basement, but it's almost like it's in the walls or it's in the floor. So I'm at Diptyque the other day, and one of the customers there was purchasing this candle, and she recommended it, and I'm so happy I listened to her. It is kind of like part of their cleaning line, La Drogerie. I'm not familiar, but the sales associate said that it has tomato and basil in it, and I love a tomato candle. There is one by Loewe that's amazing, and Trader Joe's has a dupe of that. But this has tomato and basil in it. And girl, first of all, you don't have to light Diptyque's candles to really have that smell hit you, which is so beautiful. But the candle smells amazing, and there's something about, I think, those ingredients and likely others that truly, truly does help to neutralize an odor. I kid you not. Now, we still gonna have to work on that thing. We're gonna have to work on Myra's feet. But as far as what we have been lighting day to day in the basement, highly recommend this candle. And since I was there, I needed another candle just to celebrate our new home. I got one of the newest fragrances that was just released for the summer. This one is a rhubarb. It smells so good, y'all. The lively acidity of rhubarb combines with patchouli and the raw character of carrot seeds in scented wax, an ode to this iconic fruit from the vegetable garden. There you have it. It smells dynamic, and it's just so fresh and light for the summer. It evokes a mood for sure. Let's hop to fashion. First, let me back you up a little bit because I want to give a shout out to this sweatshirt. Every nigga deserves to make it home. Also, it's on the back. My girl Alex gave this to me, and if I'm not wrong, at least someone I ran into recently, because I got so many compliments on this at Union Market, but someone I ran into said that he has it in several colors, and this is actually Deontay Kyle's line, who is a pretty popular podcaster. People love him because he's straight, no chaser, but also has progressive values. He is a dynamic media personality, and has definitely been countering red pill content among Black men. So Deontay, go off. Alex also gave me a coffee mug. So special, so sweet. And I will say, I know people feel different ways about the N-word, about using that word. My politics don't preclude it. And so I also believe in the message. And yeah, the sweatshirt actually feels really good, cozy, comfortable, and I am impressed by the quality of it. And I'll be wearing her through the airport as I carry this new baby. By MCM. MCM put me on their PR list, which I am grateful for, and send me some options to choose from, y'all. And I right away knew I wanted something for travel, and I was actually surprised this was even an option. I was like, this is really, really, really nice. It is, back you up, a travel bag that fits, y'all, on top of your suitcase. And so if you unzip the bottom here, you actually just sit this right on top of your suitcase. And this becomes the personal item that can fit underneath your seat. Now, obviously she has top handles, which we love. But on the inside of her, you can put your laptop. You have different compartments here. Here for your phone. If you like me, for your snacks, put you a banana and apple in there, okay? Over here, put your pen case or your journal. You have options. It is so well made. And I love how the zippers are covered. And this side opens up completely, y'all, so that this lays flat. And it has these compression components. So you put your clothes in here. And it has a zipper up top as well. Plus, clearly, you're going to the airport. So you have your shoulder strap here that also has the MCM on it. And that can actually be removed if you need it to. And these are actually weighty. They even also have MCM on them. I am so grateful to MCM for them sending me this, because I have vacation coming up and she will be taking on our trip. I'm about to get out here and go run some errands, girl, but I won't leave you hanging. Nothing fun to see there. We're going to flash back. My mom is here, so we're going to flash back to that. We were able to meet up with her good girlfriend. Shout out to the good girlfriends, to the aunties that have played an amazing role in your friends' children's lives, because Miss Lorraine, who you're going to see, is definitely that person for me, one of several of my mom's girlfriends. And so during lunch with her and her family, or breakfast, she brought all these pictures from my first time at Disney World, which I did not remember, and it made me want to cry. It was so nostalgic. So you will see some pictures of baby Tashira. My mom and I are gonna get to unpacking in this house. You already saw that in the montage in the opening, and then we're gonna go to Baltimore together for Erica Hart's book tour once again. Shout out to her and Nasty Work. We're going to Jacksonville to surprise my sister. We will come back here, friends, then today, so you all can see the bar downstairs. I will see you all in just a little bit. Okay, friends, I know the echo and the lighting are terrible in here. We're gonna do something about it soon, I promise you. Just bear with me. We're about to get this thing out the mud together, okay? Let's talk about today's OOTD. As I told you earlier, we are headed to Baltimore to meet Erica. Y'all, I've never met Erica IRL. But like many of you, I know Erica for her amazing advocacy, her advocacy around breast cancer. She was a very, very young breast cancer survivor who underwent a double mastectomy in a year, maybe less actually. She talks about it in the book, after less, because her scars had healed. She went to Afropunk topless, and that kind of kicked off her journey as this digital activist around breast cancer and breast cancer awareness in particular, but also the ableism that goes into being someone who suffers from a chronic illness. And she unpacks all of that in her book, Nasty Work, where she talks about the politics of pleasure and attraction in the beauty industrial complex, obviously sex as well, and that who or what we find attractive and how we talk about our bodies. My wife just got on Poops is about to go crazy. How we talk about our bodies is political, because we've been conditioned under this white supremacist system that sees beauty in a very particular way, that sees attraction in a very particular way. And if you fall in any way outside of that kind of like centering of whiteness and white, cisgender, hetero, out of those norms, thin, if you're a woman, hairless, blonde, we talked about this. If you fall outside of those constraints, then you are othered, and perpetually so. And the book has a lot of her own personal narrative, as well as using her lived experience to give an example to those larger systems that are at play. It is dynamic. Go check out my girl Erica's book. I listened to most of it, read the other parts using a PDF that they sent me, so I can't wait to get my hands on a physical copy. Alex is going to meet us there, my girl Alex L., another author who I'll be in conversation with in Philly soon, so I'll have the link down below to get your tickets to that chat. My mom is here, my wife just came, and my girl Kim is here. So we're all headed to Baltimore. Tonight's OOTD, black on black on black. Khoi in the ears. We got Kaphill here. I think you all have seen this. You probably haven't seen it though since my trip to Charlotte. And then let me bring you down to show you, again, the room is abysmal, okay? And then I have on my martini socks. But the shorts are also black owned brand, a bead project, and these were cargo pants that I cut. I think y'all already know that. I'm feeling like, because it is cool, y'all, a little warmer than it was yesterday, but still very cool, pulling out the Go Marys. The Go Mary, the How Can I Love Somebody Else 3000s, you know, pull those out. And I also don't have a full length mirror, so I wish you were here to tell me. Hold on, I'm gonna put you back. Back up. I think it works. Same jewelry everywhere else, except I put my hand chain back on. Shout out to my girl Monroe for talking about the hand chain. I got this from a jeweler in Miami, ironically. And then we got Yerman here, Aura ring. This was a custom ring, but that I had made by a black jeweler. Also have my Free Maiden bracelets. Oh, this is Free Maiden too. Free Maiden bracelets, and then my tennis bracelets from the same jeweler who made my hand chain. Just unclude here. We're gonna keep it simple. Feels like a night for calendria. It's like a calendria night, and because I'm an analog girl in a digital world, I actually, y'all, I'm being summoned. Have my notes for the book in my handy dandy notebook, and we gotta go. So we are headed now to La Mondo. That's the new location, because the first location, y'all, actually sold out. So congrats to Erica and the whole team. I just found my grill. It's in my purse, so I got that in. It's the TK from our wedding. So it gotta be cute. It goes with the look. We're going to be in conversation Southern, but y'all, I'm from the South. I grew up in the church, underneath the church, as a matter of fact. And so we need some call and response.
Hello.
So if you're like, oh, I'm here today, I need a little, Can we do that? Let me hear you say, Exactly. We need that with some finger snaps if you like what's being said on stage tonight. Just to make sure you're with us, okay? So we appreciate you. Take us to the moment where you said, it's time. Because you're really, everyone here knows that. That's why we're here today. And it could have been any book. It could have been any moment. When did you say, I got it, I know what it is, and then it makes it into
Every time I would walk into a classroom, kids would be like, that's nasty. Like, you were talking about sex, like, that's nasty. And I can't prove it, but I feel like nasty is also AAVE, African American vernacular. I feel like it's very much a word that we say and have shifted and so it means so many things. And then with nasty work, it was this uncovering of, yes, we are talking about sex and sexuality and all of these experiences, but there's a nasty work element of this that keeps us distant from each other, right? In a very queer ballroom term, and as a queer non-binary person, we are not also talking about how these systems show up in our spaces.
Hey y'all, I am super late, per usual, running to the airport, and I cannot miss my flight because I'm surprising my sister, and if I don't get there on this flight, I'm going to miss the movie. So, you know I love you if I'm spending my time, my limited time doing this. Hold on. This place, my life is a chaotic mess right now. But we move, okay? Better. I'm trying to figure out where to go so that you can see me. This is actually really good to know based upon how I organize the room when it's finally ready. But anywho, okay. I am wearing this oversized moto that I got from Revolve. And I got this right before the Juvenile concert. And I'm so happy I got it because I needed something that was a little bit more voluminous, okay? I went back and forth between wearing this or a blazer. Oh, and let me tell you all, why am I so dressed up? The whole thing for my sister's birthday is to dress runway ready for the movie, okay? The movie comes out today, of course. So wearing this moto jacket, very old Osiris skirt. Just have a bra underneath, so I may have this open because I'm going to Florida, but it is going to be cool today. I'm going to wear my Tom Ford sandals. I would actually prefer to wear my red bottoms, like to wear a pump, but we moved. I have no idea where they are right now. And I'm just in and out, so I'm going to grab a bag, throw it in a larger bag. Let me see what's giving. I love Calendria, but she just feels sometimes like she's too... She can be a little bright, you know, sister's a little bright. But that's why we got her. So it might be easier just to carry, yes, easier just to carry she, me, her. And I think that is going to be the look. Oh, earrings are vintage, these are super old. Red lip is the Boss Lady by the Lip Bar. All right, let's get out of here. Hi guys, I remembered you and forgot my heels. Who might have think that I was going to be able to live out of boxes and catch a 9 a.m. flight at an airport an hour away from my home? I don't. So let's hope my sisters are able to go and grab me a pair of shoes. If not, I'll be wearing Nikes for my runway look today. They're worst problems to have. As long as I arrive alive and get to surprise my sister, that is all that matters. Oh my God, y'all, it is raining. Thank you, girl. It is raining. We got shoes. Dree is here.
Girl, we are here. We are here.
I left my sunglasses in the car, but oh well. I don't need them to go into the movie anyway. So we have arrived. We are at Orange Park AMC if y'all are from Jacksonville or you know anything about the city. Let me get inside and out of this rain. Chandler's gonna be so surprised. Girl, nobody was gonna miss your birthday. Are you crazy? Stop crying.
What does he mean? I fixed it. No idea.
Why would you do that to me? Okay, the gang's all here. Okay, so we're gonna give y'all a review of the movie, but no spoilers.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask questions and my sisters are gonna answer it for you. First of all, birthday girl, so everybody knows. This is Chandler Michelle. Hi. That's Cedria, aka Alley Cat.
Hey.
And that's Jada, aka Jada Kiss.
Hi.
Okay, and Big Ace, the bodyguard, is not here. And I am Euro. Okay. So, all right. So a lot of people say that part 2s are not as good as part 1s.
Uh-huh.
What do y'all think about that criticism as it relates to Devil Wears Prada? Was it as good? Was it better? Was it worse? What do y'all think?
I feel like that doesn't go for the Devil Wears Prada 2 because it was really, really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually
Like
really
it was
good.
really good.
It was really good. And it was different than number 1, but similar nuances, but definitely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because one person who saw it with us had never seen it before.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you can still, like, even if you haven't seen part 1, you don't miss anything. The movie is different enough that you can still jump in.
Yep.
It's like, okay, what y'all think about the fashion?
Oh. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. At the beginning, Anne pissed me off. Andy pissed me off.
It wasn't
so bad.
giving.
No, we were like, how did we get back here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my whole thing because, like, regardless of where you work now, where you were working, like, you should have left with so many tips, so many.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did you? Yeah, no.
Mm-mm.
In the beginning. Now,
Towards
the
the
looks
end.
started coming in.
Woo.
She brought it back around.
She brought it back around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a quick scene we won't tell y'all about where we were like, oh, damn.
Yes.
It was like back to back to back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, Miranda, she
Every
ate
time.
as soon as the movie came on. So,
Every time.
yeah.
Expected.
And
Emily.
Emily.
was given too. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I mean, from the beginning, right?
Yes, Emily was
Yeah.
given to what's his name?
What?
Virgil?
Nigel.
I mean, he always do a little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nigel
yeah.
is a little suited and booted.
Yeah.
Nigel was suited and booted.
I just appreciate Nigel because Nigel is Nigel in 1 and 2. It's
Right,
like
yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
yeah.
The same throughout.
Uh-huh.
There's a major plot twist.
Yes.
Did y'all see that coming?
I honestly didn't.
No, I didn't.
I didn't see that coming.
But I loved it.
Yeah,
it
I
was
loved
good.
But I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Okay, overall rating 1 to 10. Chandler, you would give it a
8.5.
Drew?
I definitely would. I'm siding with Chan.
8.5.
Yep, 8.5.
Solid.
I would say 8.
8. Yeah.
What about
yeah.
your sister?
I would say between 8 and 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a must see. I'm not a big movie person, but yeah, you got, if you love fashion, you just
You
gotta
have to
see
watch
You
it.
have to watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And we were laughing too. It's not like
Yeah,
a
it was
serious,
so
like, you know,
funny.
it was funny and everything. So yeah.
The whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, How Movie Reviews coming. That's our new YouTube channel. Stay
Period.
tuned for us.
Period.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, we sitting up here watching this Nature Boy documentary. Have y'all seen this? This is horrible. Okay, let's get into the OOTD. I think I'm gonna put you right here. 12 p.m. Toronto. So y'all ask about these all the time. They're by a group called Buy Second Wind. That's black owned. I literally don't have a suitcase, so wearing the same jacket from before. There you go. Same jacket from before. YSL bralette. I got this years ago from the YSL at Bal Harbor in Miami. Mango. Little denim shorts, Bermuda shorts. And then these are the heels my sister had to go and get me because I forgot my shoes. They are by Steve Madden. They are actually incredibly comfortable. This heel, I mean, I can really feel it. Now, I'm sure my feet will be hurting at some point tonight, but so we're gonna go meet my brother, probably have some drinks, and then we are going out to a hookah lounge after that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how I have a flight in like 2 hours, child. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I can't go in here with this cup. What's going friends, welcome back. And I felt like it was time to show y'all the wet bar. It still needs some work, but I'm just proud of myself for getting these boxes unpacked. But first, I realized that I need to fill you in on both Erica's book event and also our time in Jacksonville. I'm just using the Men Body Serum, and you may see me over on IG because I did some whitelisting work with them talking about both this and their sex serum, which is also lovely. But anyway, speaking of sex, when we went with my mom to the Nasty Work book tour stop and I got to be in conversation with Erica, I just was sitting there like, I still can't talk. And not to like self-congratulate, but it's not often that I learn something so consistently and continuously from someone, right? Like there are things that I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I heard that, love the analysis or the twist you put on it, but I understand the foundation of it, kind of gotcha, clocked it, we read the same books. With Erica, I'm just like, teach me more, tell me more, and whatnot, and and how, and then who. Yeah, she is, brilliant is the only word I can use to describe her, but I don't think it fully encapsulates her because she also is not like removed. She talks about Love Island and pop culture, and we had a conversation about trad wives, and it was just dynamic. So shout out to everyone who was able to come. Shout out to you all. If you joined as part of my community and also wanted to see Erica, we definitely appreciate you. And it sold out, and so that was the second venue because they just didn't have enough space. After our trip to Baltimore, the next day, or maybe the day after, we went to Jacksonville. And my sister was so surprised, as y'all saw. It was just the sweetest moment. Every time I watch that video back, it makes me want to cry. And people often ask, like, are those your real sisters? Or like, who is your family? How many people? Y'all, I have a huge family. So my dad has 5 children. My mom has 2. And I also have 2 step siblings, 2 bonus siblings from my mom, from my stepfather. So yes, and I'm the oldest of 7 in total, if you include my bonus family. And so, yes, when you see me on the internet, when you see me on social media, when you see me in real life with my people, it is probably my family. I'm also from the South, as you may know if you're not new around these parts, and that means I grew up with a host of cousins. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, play cousins, all the people. So I have a big family. And here's just your reminder to spend time with family if you can, because that's the wealth for me. And the generational wealth is not money. It's also having elders in my life and having younger siblings, and so many of them, and younger cousins, and so many of them has been one of the biggest responsibilities and joys in my life. It keeps me focused. It keeps me grounded. While I am not perfect, I take the responsibility of being someone's big, someone's oldest, someone's eldest, someone's first very seriously. All right, enough of that. Let me put this away, and we are going to go through the wet bar first, because I know someone's going to ask. My glasses are by C Eyewear. I know they're in DC, but they may be national. I'm not sure. Same necklace stack, but this one is from Pandora, and I got this during Janae's event, and I haven't worn it in a while, so we pulled her out. I got my nails done at a local spot, y'all. It's called Spa Chic. 10 out of 10, no notes. It's black owned, black woman did my nails, did my pedicure. You know it's not white season. 8 down. They have a full bar, a full restaurant. They have a spa in the basement. I'm going to take y'all there soon. If you were in the DMV and you were one of those like treat yourself soft life women, I'm sure you probably already know about it. My girl Camille goes to get her hair done. They have monthly memberships and packages. I almost want to grow my hair out to go to Spa Chic. That's aside the point. Also black owned here is my Fee Noel kind of a vest, and I have the balloon pants to go with it, but the zipper broke. I'm mad about that. And on the bottom, you guys can't see them, but I just have a pair of Cost linen pants that have elastic in the waist that I got last summer. All right, let's get into this here bar. First up, friends, sorry for the echo. I know there's an echo in the basement. We don't have rugs and not a lot of furniture either, so apologies. But you saw me make this little Ikebana arrangement that I wanted to put down here on the bar. I got the piece that holds the flowers from Michaels, so I will link this down below, but it's so easy to make. I don't know if I made this correctly, but my goal was to try to have things at different heights. The only flower I know so far that's in our garden is the peony. I have the app to scan. I need to scan these other 2 flowers, but I also planted some flowers and vegetables over the weekend that you guys will see in the next vlog. So let's just sit her here for now. Yeah, she's kind of cute there. There's an ant here too, girl. Literally, they came from the backyard this morning. All right, we'll put her there for now while we go through what I have on the bar. Over here, I'm really happy that we have a place for my glassware, my nice glassware. Although I believe in using nice things every day, child. But most of this is from Estelle Colored Glass, which is a black stemware company. And these are some of my favorites. This is a 2-tone champagne coupe that the brand sent me, and this is a martini glass. 2 of my absolute favorites, but check them out. They have everything you can imagine, and it is named after the founder's grandmother, Estelle. Everything is handmade in Poland, and I just think it's dynamic, and I love that it's black owned, of course. Some more martini glasses up here. These are probably from CB2. That is my other favorite company, really, to get everything from as far as plates, flatware, coffee mugs. CB2 has the absolute best in my opinion. Moving down, we have just some bitters, things that I don't reach for too often. I mean, I'll use these in my wife's drinks because she loves a Manhattan or an old fashioned, but I don't really have a whole bunch of purpose for them as far as the cocktails that I love. But they're good here for hosting and again for making her a drink. We got cordials or liqueurs up here. This sorrel liqueur that I told y'all about that is absolutely amazing. Cream de Violette. This is something that I actually thought at a local spot. It's kind of, I don't use the term earthy. But if you like more savory drinks, you would actually like this. It's called Zaffo, and it's a fruit and herb liqueur. And I also have cassis in the back. I have 2 of those, which I'll tell you about a bit more in just one second. We have a lot of cookbooks, which is hilarious because we don't really cook. But I'm changing that, okay? And we have even more cocktail books because people know that that's something I'm loving lately. It's a hobby that my wife and I share. So I have a lot of great mixology books here. And even some that I've gotten from the thrift store. Like I got this recently, and it's all about infusing liquors, which I'll get to in a moment. This one is called Clean and Dirty. It's by Gabriella Milnarczyk, I think is how you pronounce it. But because I'm 5, why don't cookbooks be having pictures in color more, or recipe books? I need to see what this thing's supposed to look like. So yeah, this was at the thrift store for like $2. And I was like, oh, it's a sign I need it. I need it. I love gin. You're going to see that in just a moment. But if I'm not drinking gin, I will probably drink a Tito's Dirty Martini, extra cold, extra dirty. If I'm not drinking a Tito's Dirty Martini, then I might be drinking bourbon. And that is upstairs on my wife's bar cabinet. Yes, she has her own. This is my space. So down here are the spirits that I reach for the most. I have my favorite gin. So, Genevieve, my wife actually found this one for me. There's a gin bar locally called The Well. And I think it's called The Well or The Wells. It's in Eastern Market if y'all have ever been. But this was one of the gins that they recommended that we sampled and we actually tried. She doesn't really drink gin often. And so when we find one that we both like, we got to have it. But the star of the show lately, baby, just a very simple gin and tonic, is this Tomcat. It's heavier than a traditional gin because it's actually made in bourbon barrels. She's amazing. She even smells good. For the bourbon lover in your life, this actually is the perfect gin. I have actually 2 bottles of the Hendrick's kind of specialties. I have one upstairs. Here, I actually have been infusing some 4 Roses, which is bourbon, with mint leaves and also raspberries. It's been for probably about maybe a week now. And I'll probably put it in one of these bottles. But my wife and I had a French 75 with it on Sunday, and it was absolutely delicious. I don't do traditional mixers. So I don't like do orange juice, pineapple juice, cranberry juice. Nothing wrong with it. But I try to make a more bespoke cocktail. And so when I do that, I'm going to reach for Saint Germain, for Chartreuse, which is in the last word. I'm going to reach for one of the 2 bottles of the Cassis. And that is a black currant liqueur. Listen, I don't know if it's Cassis, Cases, okay. You always got to have your Cointreau or some sort of triple sec, especially if you want a margarita. We got some Grand Marnier, and then we have our vermouth for our martinis, and Chambord here if you want a Kir Royale. This and champagne will do you well. And as you can see, girl, I have a sink. I'm so excited. And actually I have here these round ice cubes or the molds because I plan to fill them up. Here, I'll actually show you how this works because it's so easy. And I'm going to put them in the freezer, which is right here, y'all. We have a fridge down here as well. It's not full size, but it is big enough to hold your hosting essentials if you're down in the basement watching a movie, etc. So it has the 4 holes here. Let me come. So you got the holes here. And you just actually insert the water from the top and it doesn't spill from the side. And when it's all done, when it freezes, you have rounded ice cubes, of course. And I like to use these just to have fun, y'all. I could be drinking water with a rounded ice cube. Why not? Okay, I'm romanticizing my everyday life. This is our fridge. And I told my wife, these magnets got 48 hours, baby. I'm happy that we have a place for all of our travels. But I don't know what to tell you. This is no, not the aesthetic. Okay, doesn't matter. Focus on just putting it in there. And yes, ma'am. So obviously it needs to melt, but once it does, I can just reach in here, come over here, make my cocktail, do the things. Other small bar accessories I have are things like these, which my wife got me for Christmas. I think they're from CB2. I would imagine you probably could use them for bitters because they may dash out a little bit easier. But like I said, I don't use bitters often. Oh, it's called a potion elixir bottle. Every potion you want, baby. I use it for my simple syrups that I make. I need to bring some from downstairs. They need to be refrigerated though, so I'll probably take this whole tray. Just label it so I know what it is. I've been infusing blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, whatever fruit I want. I'm probably gonna do like a lavender and thyme one. I can always put those in here and put them in the fridge, which is helpful, and then obviously dash it into my shaker to make a cocktail. Now let's put her here, give her a little bit of shine and glory. And if you haven't made it this far, friends, I know you are subscribed. We are so close to hitting 100K, and I cannot wait to show you more of our home as we begin to decorate and host and do all the things. I actually had an appointment yesterday at IKEA to see about my closet. Today, someone is coming from the Container Store to also do measurements, and so we have a lot to discuss. I need y'all's advice. Like, let me know what you would recommend. We got just all the decor things to do together, okay? So please do subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and I will see you good people around the internet where I've been cutting up. I've been cutting up. If you were waiting on this content, you were missing it. Threads, I just came in the waving a fofo. I don't have a reason not to cut up. TikTok, it's ongoing tomfoolery there. Because if you shenan once, you're gonna shenan again, and you already know what it's given on IG. All right, good people. I will see you next time.